I don't know about you guys, but I am getting so stoked. Let's check out volume's working. I am getting so stoked that it's getting warmer out. The sun is coming out earlier. It's not freezing every single morning. Mountain running season is coming. And so with that, I thought it'd be really cool to do a video on like 5 essential tips for mountain running. So like think about like if you're a day one mountain runner, what are some of the things you need to consider? I wish that I had this information beforehand because I feel like I made so many mistakes early on in my days as a mountain runner. And so I compiled it down to a quick video, just a couple of tips that I wanted to share with you. So let's just jump right in. 1, start with the right gear. The 3 items that come to mind are shoes, clothes, and hydration. For shoes, I really think of 2 things to look out for. Number 1 is going to be the grip. This is super essential to brake when you need to, especially on the downhill with like rocks and everything. You want to make sure that you have something that's protecting your grip to ensure that you're braking when you need to. The second one is going to be a rock plate, which is going to be your lifesaver when it comes to stepping on sharp rocks. It's something that I feel like is inevitable and gonna happen because you're so focused on just trying to run, not trip over things or fall off the side of the mountain, whatever it may be, that at some point you will step on a sharp rock. And by having the rock plate underneath your foot, it's really going to protect you and allow you to just focus on the running piece itself and not ruin your day. For shoe brands, I'm a big advocate for the company VJ Shoes. I currently run in 2 of them for the spring and summertime. For my longer runs, I do the Ultra 3s. These just came out earlier this year. These are the ones I do for my long runs. And then for my shorter regular mountain runs, I do their Flows. These are the versatile shoes. So you could use these shoes for mountain, gravel, road, whatever it may be, treadmill. This is a good shoe for me to have just so I can run through, as I don't want to put all my miles on the Ultra 3s. When it comes to clothes, I really think of 2 items. Number 1 is your base layer. So think about the tight layer that's going to be against your skin. You want to make sure that you're wearing moisture wicking clothing. The reason why is because you don't want to have your sweat just staying on you, because in the mountains, the weather can change so quickly and like that wind could hit you. And if you're just covered in sweat, you're going to get super cold. So by having moisture wicking clothing, it's going to allow that sweat to wick off the body. And the second item, depending on where you're running, if you start to get to higher altitudes, it's always best to have a windbreaker with you. And this is something that will just go over the base layer to protect the wind. As you get to higher altitudes, the winds can get pretty hectic. And I really like going with the company Rab. They have a really sweet windbreaker that's super light, that comes to a tiny ball that you could throw like in your running vest or your running backpack, whatever it may be. And the third item is going to be around hydration. So I'm going to show this company Naked that makes a belt that also makes a water bottle that fits into the belt. Now that's super helpful, so you don't have to be having anything in your hands. I'm definitely someone that does not like to run with things in my hands, so by having the belt and the water bottle just all together, and I just pull it out when I need to, super helpful, so I can just focus on the running versus trying to carry things. Essential tip number 2, build your strength before you climb. While I wish we could spend all of our time on the mountain, it is definitely important to incorporate strength training into your programming. The biggest reason why is you want to make your body durable. Mountain running is definitely hard on the body, especially on that downhill as you're pounding down, letting gravity do its thing. It's really crucial that you have strong legs that allow you to endure the longer runs versus like having them be like a struggle fest and not be enjoyable. Now, as someone that's in his 5th year of mountain running, I'm currently running 6 days a week. 3 of those days are in the mountain, coupled with 3 strength training sessions a week. As a beginner, I would maybe start with just 1 mountain run a week, having the rest be on road with easy base running, and really focus on building the body up before starting to increase that volume and intensity with the mountain running. This is going to allow you to take a gradual approach to increasing your volume with mountain running and have it be more enjoyable versus like feeling like you're just like gritting through every single workout and really taking away from like the enjoyability of what it can really be. Number 3, master your pacing and breathing. If there's one thing that mountain running has taught me, it's to dissolve the ego. Going into mountain running with an ego is the quickest way to either get hurt or destroy your central nervous system. This is a big thing when it comes to the up and downhill portions of mountain running. On the up, it's okay to walk. And I'll say that again, it's okay to walk the uphill. As a beginner, I would pivot the focus to really be around your breathing, where you're inhaling through your nose and exhaling through your mouth on the uphill. We want the focus to be on efficiency versus speed. Over time, you can start to incorporate jogs where, let's say you do 1 minute of a jog uphill uphill, followed by 3 minutes of a walk. And you just repeat that over and over until you get to the top of the mountain. You can do whatever ratios work best for you, whether it's like 1 minute on, 1 minute off, 1 minute on, 2 minutes off, 30 seconds on, 2 minutes off. This is all relevant to the individual, and so test out what feels best for you, and then you can start to play with the ratios as you get more comfortable with uphill mountain running. The key here is you don't want to be completely trained when you get to the top of the mountain, because we still have to make our way down. And that's typically where people get hurt, because they're so fatigued, and it's actually a very technical aspect of the run itself. And that's what leads us to number 4, which is learn to run downhill safely. Running downhill is a technical skill that just takes time. I can tell you that in my second year of mountain running, I rolled my ankles so many times and I DNF'd so many races that year, I almost quit after my second year. I wish I took the time to slow down on the downhill portions in my training and really get comfortable with the skill aspect of everything before going faster. But there are 2 things that I think about when it comes to like the downhill running. And number 1 is going to be around having short steps. Think quick feet. You want to be leaning into the downhill portion of it, but you want your feet to be quicker. We're not taking big steps or anything, so I always like to keep in mind quick feet. Number 2 is going to be around letting your arms do the balancing for you. As you start to get faster, you'll start to notice that your arms will want to come out like you're flying and letting gravity do its thing, and you really want to allow your arms to help you with the balance aspect of downhill running. Number 5, pick beginner-friendly trails to start. An app that's made the world of difference for me is AllTrails. It allowed me to filter out different trails by distance and elevation gain. When it comes to picking a beginner trail or mountain route to hit as a runner, I like to think of like distances between 4 and 8 miles, just depending on what you feel comfortable with. If it's 4 miles, great. If it's 8 miles, great. From an elevation gain standpoint, I would like to keep that under 1,000 feet, because now we're in the elements of nature versus like road running where we're on the road with lights. Mountain running doesn't have that. So we want to make sure that we're not taking on too much, whether it's the mileage or the elevation gain. Let's just get some time under our feet and get comfortable with being on the mountain before going too hard too soon. Remember, the weather can change so quickly up at the mountains, especially at the higher altitudes, so be sure to check the weather ahead of time. As someone who's been caught in a windstorm at 14,000 feet, I can tell you that it is not a fun time. But those are the 5 things that I would think about as a beginner mountain runner to get started. If there's anything I missed, or if there are other questions that you have before starting your mountain running journey, feel free to leave them in the comment section below. I'd be happy to answer them, and stay safe out there.